The afternoon rain had left the city soft and shining. Water rolled down the glass towers, turning every street into a blur of gold. Instead of back of a black car, Jungkook sat with one elbow against the window, watching door plates slide across the glass. His tie was still perfectly, but the long day saw in the way he shoulders shrank. Jin, we are almost here. Table 12. Introverts. Jungkook, I know, he is scared. I just want to go home after this. Home? Mean home. A warm apartment, a soft voice asking how his day was. Jungkook let his eyes close for a moment, holding into that thought. The car stopped in front of the kind of place where everything's surge flew like mirrors was in the glass. They opened the door open. Jungkook stepped out, stripped his jacket and followed Jin inside. At the same time, across the restaurant, Young sat by the window. The rain outside made the world look like a painting. He stirred his drink, slowly watching the stream rise. Flexi, I still can't believe you agreed to meet me. Thank you, Tae. It's been a long time. He smiled politely. I didn't want to leave things the way we were. Flexi hair was light than Taehyung remembered, but his voice was the same, soft, friendly. He had messaged Taehyung a month ago saying he would be in Seoul for one day and he wanted to apologize for the way Taehyung had said yes because he wanted closure, nothing more. Flexi, oh, you look good. I mean, happy. Then I am. His voice softened. Life is different now. He didn't say Jungkook's name, but his heart felt warm when he thought about him. Flexi slid his phone across the table, showing picture of a small dog. Then laughed quietly. Their finger pressed for a second when he handed the phone back, but it meant nothing to him. Jungkook followed behind the matters, heading towards the private section, but a flash of white shirt by the window caught his eyes. He turned his head. Taehyung sitting across from a blond man, leaning in, smiling. Jungkook stopped walking. The sound of the soft jazz and click clans fade. Jin low voice, is that Jungkook? Yes. His jaw tightened. There, from where he stood, Jungkook could see only pieces. Taehyung smiled. The other man had on the table, their hands close together. Something cold caught in his stomach. He had heard the name Flix once, long ago, when Taehyung mentioned an ex who had moved overseas. Jungkook had nodded at the time, pretending he didn't matter. Now that name floated back like a ghost. Jin, you were going to be late? Jungkook, go ahead. I just need a moment. Taehyung lifted his cup again, gazing out the window. For a second, thought the reflection in the glass. He saw a tall figure near the entrance, dark hair, broad shoulders, familiar. His heart gave a small jump. Flixie, excuse me. He looked around, but Jungkook was gone. He sat back down slowly, frowning. Had he imagined it? Maybe. Jungkook had a meeting here. Maybe he was busy. He shook his thought away and tried to listen to Flixie, but his mind kept drifting. Jungkook forced himself into the private dining room. The investors were waiting. He smiled, shook hands, signed papers, answered questions, but his mind stayed at the window table outside. Every time he blinked, he saw them laughing with Felix. By the time the meeting ended, his chest felt tight. He walked out without looking at the booth. Jin followed, glancing back once, worried. Flixie checked the time on his phone. Flixie, I should go. My flight is in 2 hours. Thank you for meeting me. Flixie, no, thank you for forgiving me. You deserve all the happiness in the world. He smiled, excuses Tehang's hand lightly and left. Tehang sat for a moment staring at the empty chair. The restaurant felt too quiet now. He pulled out his phone and typed, Tehang, are you here too? I thought I saw you. He waited, no reply. He typed again, Tehang, meeting running late. Should I wait? Still nothing. He slipped his phone into his pocket and went out. The Jungkook in the car. Jin watched Jungkook from the passenger seat. Jin, oh, you are quiet. Jungkook, long day. Jin, you know Tehang, he's not that type too. Jungkook, I don't want to talk about it. The city lights seems across the red window. Jungkook closed his eyes, but the image of Lexi hand near Tehang wouldn't leave. At home, Tehang curled up on the sofa with a mug of tea. The apartment smelled of the lavender candle he had left earlier. The clock ticked past 10. 2 messages sent still unread. The elevator hummed. The front door opened. Jungkook stepped in, rain off his shoulder, face unraveled. Tehang, oh, you are home? Jungkook, yeah. His voice low. Tehang, did you eat? Jungkook, at the meeting. Tehang, oh, he hesitated. I thought I saw you at. Were you there? Jungkook loosened his tie but didn't look at him. Jungkook, I had a meeting. I'm tired. He walked part healing from the bedroom. Tehang sat alone in the living room, listening to the sound of water running in the bathroom. He wanted to ask what was wrong, but the world stepped upstairs. Jungkook stared at his reflection in the mirror, water dropping from his hands, wondering why his chest felt so heavy. The bathroom door clicked softly as Jungkook stepped back into bedroom. Hair done, a plain t-shirt replaced his suit. Taehyung sat on the edge of the bed and collapsed in his. He had been waiting, unsure if he should speak. Taehyung, I made tea for you. It's in the kitchen. Jungkook, thanks. I'm not thirsty. The word felt like small stones between them. Taehyung looked down at his finger, twisting them. Taehyung, did I something? Taehyung, did something happen at work? Jungkook, no, I'm just tired. He walked to the wardrobe, pulling out clothes for tomorrow. His movements were precious to Taehyung washed his back. Taehyung, Jungkook, look at me for a second. Jungkook stopped but didn't turn around. Taehyung, if something wrong, tell me. Don't shut me out. There was a long pause. Jungkook closed the wardrobe slowly. Jungkook, I am fine. Go to sleep. He turned off the lamp on his side of the bed and lying down, facing the wall. Taehyung sat still for a long time, staring at the outline of his husband back in the dark. Morning sunlight split into kitchen. Taehyung poured coffee into 2 cups, still on where Jungkook usually sat. The chair is still empty. He glanced at the clock. Jungkook was already gone. His phone buzzed. Jungkook had to leave early. Meeting. Taehyung set the phone down, lips pressed together, the coffee cold, untouched. A knock on the door broke his thought. He opened it to find Jimin holding a bag of pastries. Jimin, morning tea, you should thought you could use some company. Come in. They sat at the kitchen table. Jimin watched his friend carefully. Jimin, you look tired. Everything okay, Taehyung? Taehyung, I don't know. He sighed. Jungkook is different. I mean cold. Jimin, did you fight? No. At least I didn't think we did. I met Flix yesterday. He wanted to apologize, that's all. But I think Jungkook saw us. Jimin raised an eyebrow. Jimin, that's explain it. Then I should have told him before. Maybe he think he shook his head. I don't know what he thinks. Jimin raised across the table, squeezed his hand. Jimin, talk to him. Don't let it grow bigger. Taehyung nodded. Thought his stomach felt heavy. Jungkook at the office. Jin leaned against Jungkook's desk. I'm full. Papers lay untouched. Jin, you are distracted. You haven't opened a single file all morning. Jungkook, I'm walking. Jin, you are ordering. Jungkook gave him a look but said nothing. Jin sighed. Jungkook. Jin, I saw Taehyung yesterday too. You know, just sitting with someone. Nothing more. Jungkook, you don't know that, Jin, and you do. Jungkook's finger tightened on his pen. The memory of Flix's hand near Taehyung's came back again. Jin, you love him, right? Jungkook, of course. Jin, then ask him. Don't push him for a story you wrote in your head. Jungkook looked away, jaw tightened. Taehyung waited in the living room. A small dinner set on the table. The candle flickered, the clock ticked past 8, then 9, at least, and the door opened. Jungkook stepped in, shoulder tense. Taehyung, welcome home. Jungkook, thanks. He hung his coat and moved towards the bedroom. Taehyung stood in his path. Taehyung, we need to talk. Jungkook hesitated. Taehyung, about yesterday? About Felix? At the name Jungkook eyes flickered, he looked away. Jungkook, you don't have to explain. Taehyung, yes, I do. He asked me to meet. He wanted to apologize. That's all. I should have told you, Jungkook, and his hand on yours. Was that all true? Taehyung blinked, heart flashing across his face. Taehyung, it was nothing. I didn't even notice. Jungkook, you know me. Jungkook hand curled at his side. His voice was low. Jungkook, I saw you smile at him. Taehyung, I was being polite. Jungkook, it didn't look like polite. The silence stretched. Taehyung stepped closer. Taehyung, I am here with you, not him. You are my husband. Jungkook closed his eyes, but the image from the restaurant still burned behind them. He turned away. Jungkook, I need time. He walked past into the bedroom, leaving Taehyung standing by the table. Candle flickered, dinner growing cold. Later that night, Taehyung sat on the sofa, phone pressed to his ear. Jimin's voice was soft. Jimin, how did it go? Taehyung, bad. He doesn't believe me. Taehyung, he will. Give him space, but don't give up. Taehyung stared at the dark hallway leading to the bedroom. Taehyung, I love him. I don't want this to break us. Jimin then keeps showing him he's scared, that's all. Taehyung whispered, thanks you, and hang up. He curled into the corner of the sofa, hugging a pillow, waiting for the sound of Jungkook's footsteps, but none came. After Jungkook sat at his desk in the dark, laptop open, but instant, his phone buzzed with a new message. Flexi, I hope our meeting didn't cause trouble. I didn't mean any harm. Taehyung spoke about you with so much love. Jungkook stared at the watch, thought tight. Downstairs, Taehyung sat away, eyes fixed on the silent phone in his hand. The distance between them felt wide, but somewhere under the heart a small thread still connecting them faded out. The glow from the laptop little Jungkook's face, but he wasn't afraid anymore. His eyes stayed on the message from Felix. The burden looped in his head. Taehyung spoke about you with so much love. He leaned back in the chair, hands covering his mouth, in his chest beginning to loosen, replacing by something heavier, guilt. Downstairs, Taehyung had the big tired eyes burning. He had stopped checking his phone. The candle has gone out. The room smelled faintly of lavender and cold drink. Jungkook stood up, closing the laptop. He walked to the window, watching the rain stain town. The city below looked softer at night. He thought of the face at the restaurant, the smile, yes, but also the smile from when he had games around as if to look for him. Jungkook whispering to himself, I mess up this. He grabbed his phone and scrolled up to Taehyung and read message. Too hard blinked at him. He put the phone down and went downstairs. Jungkook sat up quickly when he heard footsteps. Jungkook appeared at the bathroom of the stairs. No jacket now, just a plain black t-shirt. He looked tired, softer. Somehow, he couldn't sleep. Jungkook stood a few feet away. He hesitated, then sat on the arms of the sofa, looking at the floor. Jungkook, then waited her. Jungkook, I read a message from Flexi. He said he only wanted to apologize. He said, you talk about me? Taehyung shuddered with relief. Taehyung, I did. I told you. I'm happy. I told him about you. Jungkook closed his eyes, guilt washing over him. Jungkook, I was jealous. I saw you laughing with him. I thought he shook his head. I didn't ask. I just decided. Then reached our finger, brushing his sleeve. Then you hurt me, Jungkook. But I understood why. You've been under pressure. Jungkook finally looked at him. His eyes were glassy. Jungkook, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have doubted you. Taehyung moved closer on the sofa. Taehyung, I'm here with you. Always. There was a long pause. Jungkook had found Taehyung curling around it tightly. Jungkook, I'm scared of losing you. Sometimes it feels like everything else I can control, but not you. You are the one thing I can't afford to lose. Taehyung, trust me, don't shut me out. We are supposed to be a team. Jungkook nodded, showing heart. They sat like that for a moment and clapped the sound of rain falling the quiet. Jungkook, I love you, Taehyung, more than I know how to say. Taehyung, I love you too, even when you are difficult. A smile, a breath of laughter escaped Jungkook. He rested his forehead against Taehyung's. Jungkook, I do better. No more silent wall. Taehyung, I tell you things first. No more surprise. Jungkook thumb brushed over Taehyung's. Jungkook eyes flickered to Jungkook's mouth and back. Jungkook hesitated when leaning slowly, giving time to pull away. Taehyung didn't. Their nose brushed warm breath. The would never do them. The kid was hesitated. A question Taehyung answered by slid his hand up to Jungkook's neck, pulling him closer. Jungkook with just a little, still gentle, like an applause in motion. When they broke apart, both of them breathed softly. Jungkook, you taste like rain. Jungkook, you smell like lavender. They laughed quietly, forehead to forehead. Jungkook stood pulling Taehyung up with him. Jungkook, come to bed. I don't want us apart anymore. Taehyung let himself B led upstairs. Their finger intervened in the bedroom. Jungkook pulled the cover over them both, holding Taehyung close. Taehyung, you're warm. Jungkook, stay like this. Just stay. Taehyung pressed small to Jungkook's cheeks. Taehyung, we'll be okay. Jungkook, we already are. Outside the room, slowly to buzzing inside the space between them was gone. Jungkook stood by the kitchen counter in a white t-shirt, sleeve rolled up, making coffee. The small lifted toward the apartment. Taehyung parted in air still massive from sea. He wore one of Jungkook's shirts, the hem brushing his knee. He stopped at the doorway and watched for a moment. Taehyung, you are up early? Jungkook couldn't sleep. Wanted to surprise you. He poured coffee into a mug. Taehyung came closer and slipped his arms around Jungkook's waist from behind, cheek resting between his shoulders. Blame. Taehyung, this is already a surprise. Jungkook smiled, set the mug down, and turned to face him. Jungkook, remember how I told you I'd do better? This is part of it. More morning together, more time. This isn't about work. Then I noticed you've been coming home earlier. He looked down, sighed, smiled. I like it. Jungkook brushed a stir look of hair from Taehyung's forehead. Jungkook, I like it too. I like you still. Taehyung still. Jungkook always. Taehyung laughed softly. The sound filled the kitchen. He rose on his toes and Taehyung, you were serious, Jungkook, because I mean it. He tapped Taehyung's face in both hands. They stood in the warm light, only the low hum of the refrigerator around them. Taehyung, so what now? Jungkook, now we are out coffee, go for a walk, and maybe come back and cook lunch together. Just leave. Taehyung nodded. His hand slid up Jungkook's chest, finger curled at his collar. Taehyung, Jungkook always, he bent down and their mate was unheard, steady, no apology, no question, just a quiet promise. Taehyung melted into it, arms wrapping around Taehyung's neck. When they parted, Taehyung's eyes were bright. Taehyung, you are okay? Jungkook, we are more than okay. Another soft temper outside, a bird sang somewhere on the balcony. Inside, the two of them stared up at each other. Coffee? Forget. The day just began.